Hello guys, hello guys, hello guys. So I did tell you guys that I was going to keep you guys in every bit and part of my business and be 100% transparent with you guys about my life during this procedure. I am approximately, what's today? What's today? Today Monday. I'm 3 weeks today, post-op. Yeah. Congratulations, body. I'm 3 weeks post-op. Okay, yesterday I did have a panic attack where I did go to the emergency room because I thought my scar was opening up when in fact it was not. I was sweating. With that being said, there is excess fluid in my stomach, which they said is normal. It is needed to be drained because I took my drainages out a little bit earlier than necessary, but I needed to because they looked bad. I don't know if they were necessarily infected, but they just didn't look good. So my physical therapist / masseuse took my drainages out last Monday, and I was still draining at 295 milliliters a day. So that fluid is now just swimming around in my stomach, unfortunately, and it is, this is swelling because of course I'm not wearing my Faja, but there is some leakage. I mean, not leakage, but there is lots and tons, and if you can see, it's moving. Okay, there's a pool in there. This is my drainage site. Okay, and my scar. Okay, so yeah. What the fuck they don't tell you is, in case of an emergency, okay, let's say something literally does happen to you, nobody wants to fucking touch you. Okay, nobody wants to touch you. Not the ER, not your physician. Nobody wants to fucking touch you, okay? Nobody tells you about that. So let's just say you go to DR, okay? Let's say you go to DR, or what's another fucking place these people are going? Mexico. I heard another bitch say she went somewhere else. Let's say you go to these foreign places, right? And then you come back. Your complications don't have to be while you're there that first week or that first month, or even within those first couple of months, okay? However, problems will arise, okay? It could be the most mediocre to the biggest, because when I was in the emergency room, yesterday, I ran into another young lady who had surgery, and if I'm not mistaken, I think she said Ecuador. Yeah, big emphasis on that, because when she said it, I said, huh? Who the fuck made you look that up? Okay, but I believe her family is Ecuadorian or something like that, or whatever, but she went there. And she was in an emergency because, much like me, she had fluid, although her fluid was a lot different, okay? Let me talk to you about that. Her tummy tuck looks nothing like mine, okay? Mine is very clean. The incisions are dry. There is a slight bit of an opening, which is fine, because when you're wearing compressions, you will stretch out your scars a little bit. They will heal. They will get a scab. It will be, a regular sight after a while. Crocodile, you do have to still heal. Okay, Miss Dr. Seuss. However, her story was a little bit different. She had necrosis, and she had a very unsightly scar that was draining, some very bad fluid, and on top of that, she had managed to get some type of sepsis because the infection from the bacteria that basically built up in her stomach that was never supposed to be there, because we also have to keep in mind that it is a open surgery, and although bacteria on our skin does not hurt us or bother us, If it is in the wrong place, and that's any part of our body, it can cause havoc. And in some cases, when you're having these surgeries, you can cause havoc by, even if you follow all of the instructions, okay? So this young lady was there, and unfortunately, she was one of those people who followed all of the directions that she was supposed to. She was a RN, very smart girl. We had a wonderful conversation, and unfortunately, she was fucked up. Okay, like, long story short, she was fucked up. And she was asking me what the fuck I was there for, because I was walking back and forth. She could barely walk. You know, she was holding her stomach. And I was like, you know, I had fluid in my stomach. And she was like, well, shit, I wish. You know, she has lumps. She has lumps and bumps in the front of her stomach. And needless to say, again, nobody would touch her either. They were trying to send her home on antibiotics, and I was speaking to a practitioner nurse there, because it seemed unconstitutional to even send this lady home in that much pain with antibiotics. Even if there was a surgeon who was there who was telling her that she would be fine in a couple of days, she wasn't really a talker. She wasn't the type of person to speak up for herself, although she was an RN, which is a wild field to be in if you're not going to be a talker. She wanted to stay. And against popular beliefs, you can opt to stay. You can ask that they keep you for a 24-hour observation, especially if you are in excruciating pain, even if you are stabilized, okay? She knew that. However, again, she felt like the nurses didn't want to be bothered with her. She was going to be released from that hospital and go to another hospital. So as I was speaking to the LPN had switched shifts or whatever, and then the new doctor and the new nurses came in, and she stayed. Me, on the other hand, a bitch was ready to go. So by 11 o'clock, I was out of there, completely swollen and still full of fluid. I am not compressing right now because it's not helping. Okay, there is a tremendous amount of fluid in my stomach to the point where it is going to the top of my stomach, and all they were basically telling me is, oh, it happens, and eventually it'll get rid of itself. Baby, I don't have that type of patience. Okay, you are going to have to take this out of me. So my physical therapist is going to do that today. What they also do not tell you is, when you are getting your Fajas from your doctor or your surgeon, you want to grab your second Faja if you are out of state, okay? I'm sorry, every time I talk to y'all, I get itches. I think it's because y'all staring at me. You want to grab your stage 2 Faja from them as well. That was a mistake that I made. I cannot find the Faja in which I had before. Every stage 2 Faja has entirely too much compression on my cheeks, okay? And I paid entirely too much money on these cheeks for you to over compress them and make some of my fat cells die. So I have been declining that, which probably is pretty bad, but I'm going to do what the fuck I do. All right, it's mine. I paid for this. Now, anything else that I want to share with you guys before I get into my readings? Oh, the protein myth of you having to down protein every day to keep your butt. Unfortunately, that is somewhat of a myth. I don't know if they had a whole floor at the hospital that I was at that was full of bitches that were getting their bodies done. But I will say that there were several there who had absolutely no ass after a month, okay? Your body is going to eventually go down. The swelling is going to go down. There is no protein in the fucking world that is going to keep fluid in your body. it is fluid. That lovely luxury lump that you like from the back is probably fluid, and baby, when it's going, it's gone. All right. There was a girl in there, she was crying because her ass was flat. Needless to say, I was right behind her because I was like, bitch, if you are a month away, that is next week for me. The swelling is going to go down. That thing that you see when you first get your body done is not your ass, okay? It is fluid. And you will be highly disappointed if you think that that thing is your ass. Anti-inflammatories, okay? Again, I opted not to take those. I am worried about my kidneys. Even though everybody, you know, all the people keep telling me, no, you're fine, okay? I'm still waiting on the verdict from that because I want them to test my filtration, okay? Because there's a difference between your kidneys filtering and them filtering correctly and them being kind of stuffed because I am dehydrated. So I opted for them not to give me any anti-inflammatories, but I have seen a big, huge difference in the young ladies who are taking the anti-inflammatories because you are inflamed, okay? You just had major surgery, whether it was just a BBL, a tummy tuck, whatever the fuck, you are inflamed, and your body's natural response to inflammation is to swell the fuck up to cushion the fall, okay? Whatever the fall may be for you. So you definitely want to have yourself after 2 weeks, okay? Because you do want to wait until you get out of that period where you are already on anticoagulants and you are already bleeding. You don't want to use a blood thinner when you are already on a blood thinner. You want to follow your instructions from your doctor. If they tell you to take Tylenol, take Tylenol. But baby, my Tylenol says take 2 to 4 every 4 hours. And I believe I had 30. So I'm going to say these were for 14 days, okay? So if I took those for 14 days, granted, I would be off by now. 14 days, 2 weeks. You should, after that, there should be nothing in you but swelling and fluid. The anti-inflammatories are going to help you with that, okay? If you are experiencing abnormal swelling, you also may have to do like extra shit. Like I also have lymphatic teas, okay? Only reason why I'm swelling so bad right now is because I am not wearing any compression because I need to let my scar at the bottom heal up, and it cannot do so with so much compression, as well as the fact that I already have not necessarily a sonoma, but I do have a pocket of fluid where the tummy tuck is, because again, it is damage to tissue down there. Whether or not you want to call it that, that's what the fuck it is. Your body is trying to heal itself from being damaged, okay? So with that being said, if you guys have any questions, and I do mean any, feel free to ask them down in the comment section. I myself don't have that much to say because I'm still not in that much pain. The swelling and the fluid in my stomach is severely uncomfortable because, again, my muscles are sewn like this, and then the fluid is on top of my muscles like this. So it's like, it's when I'm laying down or when I'm doing anything, there's something pressing against something that's already hard. That shit hurts, okay? My lymphatic massages are beautiful. My masseuse is beautiful. I only allow one person, well, two, but one person to really touch me. The other person is the person who aspirates me. I would suggest that you do make sure that you are getting a lot of massages. If you cannot afford to get your massages, then you cannot afford the surgery. This, I cannot stress enough how important it is to get massages. And when I say get massages, I do not mean 1 or 2 a week. I do not mean get 5 and you're done because you're going to compress. I mean, you need, the first month, you need to be getting massages every other day. Every other day, okay? After that, you need to be going at least 3 times a week. After that, when you get out of the massages and you are no longer swelling, you need to be going at least twice a week because you need wood therapy. Okay? These fucking massages are no less than $80 per massage. It is fucking expensive. But let me tell you something. If you do not do that, your body is going to be very hard. Okay? Your body is going to be all types of disformed. You are going to have lumps and bumps and fluid. Okay? I've had people tell me that bitches have like pudges in the front of their stomach from tummy tucks. That is fluid that has gotten hard in their fucking stomach because they have not gotten massages and got that aspirated out. You do not want that to happen. You do not want to waste $7,000 or $8,000 or $10,000 because you don't have an extra $2,000 or $3,000 to put to that for your massages. If you do not have it, save and then do it. But don't fuck yourself up. There was a lady that came in. Sorry, guys. There was a lady that came in to get massages, and her stomach was like a fucking egg, okay? And I was like, what the fuck happened? And she was full of fluid. She was not wearing her waist trainer, much like me, but she also was not getting any type of care on her body. And baby, she was filled with fluid. The fluid does not stop. And your body also gets exhausted trying to sponge and sop up all of that fluid that is in your body. You need those massages. You need to walk. You need to drink. You need to be able to flush your system out. You even sometimes have to massage yourself. I bought this massager from off of Amazon. I also have my wood thing. When I am at home, I am massaging. I am making sure that those hard parts are smoothed out. I am making sure that I am rounding off my ass cheeks, okay, whether it's fluid or not. I am making sure that what is back there that will stay there, not aggressively, but is forming a round, shape. And your physical therapist or your masseuse is going to also help you with that too. Some of you will have cellulite on your legs. Your massagers can help you with that too. You are body sculpting, so your body sculpting does not stop with the surgery. Okay, big emphasis on the fucking Faja. Okay, yes, I am not wearing my Faja, and I am fucking paying for it. Okay, do not think that I am not paying for it. I'm paying for it. I am swollen, swole the fuck ing. Okay, but I can't. Okay, I'm sacrificing. It was either the ass or the stomach. Okay, it was either the ass or the stomach because I seen the stage 2 Faja. I had one on last night. I put it on for 2 hours. My whole entire ass was smushed. Okay, that's not the look that I'm going for. I had a smushed ass before the surgery. I didn't pay $12,000 to smush my ass. I didn't. So if I gotta swell a little bit, that's not going to change my results. My results are going to still very much so look the same. It's just going to take longer for me to get there because I'm going to be swollen for a while. I have not ever started smoking back, and I don't think I will. I do have cravings, however, I'm not going to do it. For those of you who know, I was a puffer. I would smoke while I was doing these fucking readings. I would smoke outside the readings. I was a trained smoker, okay? I would do it back to back to back to back to back. I do not smoke anymore. I went cold turkey, and I do not plan on going back. I don't drink. I stay away from sodas as much as I possibly can. And I hate to say that, but I hate the taste of water. So I have to put little extremities in there to make it taste better. I hate the way water tastes. Don't tell me it don't taste like nothing, bitch. That's your opinion. Maybe your fucking taste buds aren't as complex as mine, because I taste shit in my water. Maybe it's the area that I'm in. But it's not even that, because I drink bottled water. I don't like that shit either. Tastes like a penny. Even bottled water tastes like pennies to me. I just don't like it. Okay, I don't. I've tried spring. I've tried tap. I've tried vape, whatever the fuck that other water is called. Don't like it. But I'm trying. And with that being said, I put shit in my water. Now, I also, from day one, have been taking these echinacea pills. Beautiful. Okay. And the papaya pills, I eat like candy. That's probably why I'm not as swollen as I should be. Other than that, I'm off all the medicines. I'm not on antibiotics. I'm not on nothing. I am on a regular diet. I was never constipated because I never took those fucking narcotics. I'm not one of those people that even like narcotics. I don't even like being high. Sitting and driving. I use that trusty dusty thing still, and that's what the fuck I'm going to keep using, because it does help. It does help. Is there anything else that I am missing? Anything that I am missing? No, I don't think so. And if I am, and you guys feel like you need to ask it again, I am here to share my experience with you. Just let me know what you need. Again, the plastic surgeon that I went to was Zion's Plastic Surgery. They are located in Miami, Florida. My doctor was Dr. Marshall. She asked me exactly what the fuck I wanted. She gave me exactly what the fuck I asked for. Okay? I said I wanted small titties. Bitch, I have... These are swollen, mind you. I have small titties. I was bigger than a triple D. I asked her for a little waist. I mean, I'm swollen. But even as I'm swollen, you can clearly see the difference in what's going on here. And this is swollen too, so this will be gone. But she took this down as well. I asked her for an ass. I don't know what the fuck it looks like back there anymore. But I never had even that. Okay? So, even that ass is better than what the fuck I had before, because I had no projection. Okay? So, again, that's just me sharing my life. Have a good day, you guys. I'm going to start tarot now. Bye.